I'm a registered nurse who works the night shift at a major hospital, and my unusual schedule creates unique kitchen safety challenges that most people never consider. Cooking at odd hours, dealing with fatigue, and managing meal preparation when everyone else is asleep require different safety approaches. Today, I'm sharing how fire blankets have solved the safety problems that come with shift work and irregular schedules. Night shift workers face kitchen safety challenges that day shift people never experience. We're often cooking when we're tired from working 12-hour shifts. We're preparing meals at times when emergency services might have slower response times. We're cooking alone while family members are sleeping, so there's no immediate backup if something goes wrong. Most importantly, we're often cooking when our judgment and reaction times might be affected by fatigue. Let me share what happened during my third week of night shifts last year. I got home at 7 a.m. after a particularly difficult shift in the ICU and decided to cook a real breakfast instead of just grabbing cereal. I was exhausted but wanted something hot and satisfying before going to bed. I started cooking bacon and eggs but dozed off at the kitchen table while the pan was still on the burner. I woke up to smoke alarms and a grease fire that had spread from the pan to the range hood. Because it was 8 a.m., my neighbors were either at work or getting kids ready for school, so no one was available to help. I was sleep-deprived and making poor decisions under stress. I tried multiple ineffective approaches before finally calling the fire department. And by then, the damage was significant. The aftermath affected both my work and home life. I had to miss shifts while my kitchen was being repaired, which impacted my income and forced my coworkers to cover my patients. The stress of the fire incident affected my sleep during the day, which made my next night shifts even more challenging. I realized that my work schedule required different approaches to home safety. Here's what makes kitchen safety particularly challenging for shift workers. We're cooking when we're not at our mental peak performance. We're alone during hours when help might be less available. Our irregular schedules mean we're often cooking at times when neighbors and family members aren't awake to assist. Traditional fire safety advice doesn't account for these unique circumstances. Fire blankets solved every problem I'd identified with shift work cooking safety. They work effectively regardless of my energy level or mental state. They don't require complex decision-making when I'm tired. They suppress fires instantly without needing backup assistance from others. Most importantly, they're completely silent, so they don't wake family members when I need to handle a cooking emergency. The safety system I developed for shift workers is comprehensive but simple. Fire blankets are positioned for easy access even when I'm tired. I never cook when I'm exhausted enough to fall asleep. I use safer alternatives like microwave meals or cold food. When I do cook after shifts, I stay in the kitchen and avoid distractions that might lead to accidents. Here's the technique that's particularly important for tired shift workers. Fire blankets eliminate the need for complex emergency responses when your judgment might be impaired by fatigue. Cover the fire, turn off heat sources, assess the situation. The process is simple enough to execute correctly even when you're not at your sharpest. But here's what really convinced me that fire blankets are essential for shift workers. Since implementing this safety system, I've used fire blankets twice for small cooking incidents after difficult shifts. Both times, I was able to suppress the fires quickly and quietly without waking my family or creating emergency situations that would have disrupted everyone's day. Shift workers, our unusual schedules create unique safety challenges that require tailored solutions. Fire blankets provide the fatigue-friendly fire suppression that works with our lifestyle instead of against it. Don't let your work schedule put your home safety at risk. Your dedication to helping others shouldn't compromise your family's safety. Fire blankets are specifically suited to the challenges that come with shift work and irregular schedules.